Going on to you, Aries. So you have the Chariot, Three of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Temperance. You have the Page of Pentacles, High Priestess, Two of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and you have the Three of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for you, Aries, is the Chariot, the Three of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. This is about how a lot of you are in a situation where you're very much so right around now in your Mars energy, trying to get to the bottom of certain questions that you had. Basically, certain questions about people's loyalty to you. Let's just be more specific. And the Three of Wands represents, and what you found out is not really what, if you find out they're not being real, then you're going to leave their life forever. You're going to leave. You're not even going to put up with it. The Ace of Cups and the Temperance represents, because for you, what it is that people try to make it seem like they're offering you is them really getting to know you, love overall, right? The beginnings, right? At the very least, when you first start, the beginnings of a beautiful relationship. But then what they actually seem to actually give you on a factual level is nonsense. Because now you have the Page of Pentacles, sorry about that. And the Page of Pentacles is that you knowing that, you may not be the most delightful person, right? Because Aries a lot of times can sometimes rub people the wrong way, knowing that I'm an Aries moon, and I've dated many Aries myself. Tried to date, no, I ain't gonna say many. I've tried to date one, dated one successfully, not with the person anymore, but tried to date another one. And sometimes you can rub people the wrong way. Big fan of Aries, by the way. But at the same time, you realize that even though, yeah, you may be a little bit difficult to interact with, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that you should have complete and total disrespect, right? Just being treated like trash. So a lot of you Aries understand that because that you don't deserve to be treated like trash, the High Priestess, you're going to leave. You're not going to be in a place where you're not appreciated, when you're not celebrated, as they say. Obviously, right, you have some things that you have to work on. You have to work on the tantrums. You have to work on the anger. You have to work on the lack of patience, right? More so the lack of patience than anything else, because the lack of patience that you have is what creates the being upset, the anger, the aggravation that a lot of you have. But at the same time, it does not mean that you deserve to be treated like trash. It does not mean that at all. Now, the High Priestess is about, and if people treat you like that, like I said, you're going to leave their life, because that's too extreme. And the Two of Cups now is because you want, what you secretly want is a relationship in the first place. Like I said before, Aries, y'all are a sucker for romance. I'm sorry, but you are what you are. I can show and prove that. You're a sucker for romance, and a lot of you really want love. A lot of you really want a relationship. But sometimes you realize, though, you're realizing that, the treatment that you've been getting because of the fact that you've been born in Aries, certain things are going to very much so come difficult to you, right? Because of the fact that you're born in Aries, certain things, like certain elements of other people's lives that come easy don't originally come easy to you, because you may have to legitimately seek those things as to where other people can get it easy. So even when it comes to love, you're willing to talk to other people. But Two of Pentacles, though, but at the end of the day, you're really only going to be around those people for a long period of time if it makes sense to. The Two of Pentacles is if you have to essentially, not, I ain't gonna say question, but if you have to constantly go back and forth with yourself where the person seems like they're unsure, or they're not making it clear or sure to you by telling you that they're interested in you and then showing you with their actions that they're interested in you consistently, then it means that, You have to wonder about it. You're juggling it, and if you Aries have to juggle that idea, that it means that it's a dub. You shouldn't be in a relationship with anybody where you perceive it like you have to juggle whether or not this person loves you. You know, the idea of they love you, then they love you not. All of that type of stuff is played out. Because who is playing games at a time like this? Like I said, inflation high, people trying to figure out how to live their lives, what to do with money, how to make it grow. People still out here playing games no matter what the situation is. You understand what I'm saying? So it really goes to show you how delusional people really are. You know, the idea of people understand a little bit of it, but they don't understand that there is no savior. There is no you not being in a relationship with somebody and then expecting these people to show their value and you not being paid for. That doesn't, by definition, that doesn't work. That's not how the universe is set up. That goes against the very foundation of the universe, because if people are judging you based, right, Knight of Swords, if people are judging you, the Knight of Swords, if people are judging you based off of, you know, they don't see your value immediately, why are they making it so transactional? And that's part of the problem. A lot of people nowadays make getting in relationships or even being around and spending quality time with somebody transactional. And this is the thing that I was railing against for years, the idea that people don't understand the stupidity in trying to make everything transactional, even kindness transactional. That speaks real volumes to how spiritually compromised somebody really is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to be paid to want to hang out with somebody. What does that say about you? And if you don't care about that, then you showing and proving that there's something wrong. You there's no, not because I say so, but because you don't understand the value in that. Your value system is all lost. You'll do anything for money. So why would I trust you? So then you have the Three of Swords. And this is where a lot of you Aries, it may seem like you Aries end up with a broken heart. But a lot of you Aries need to honestly fix that, because you need to really start to wake up, Aries, and understand that it's not, you really shouldn't be having a broken heart, because a lot of people are dysfunctional, and it's not. There are some things that you can most definitely work on, like we all can, but it's not so much you anymore. It's really more them. So I would say it's probably 25% you, 75% them. And that's what it is I keep telling y'all. There's different types of singleness. There's singleness where you can't stop playing games and you single because you know the vast majority of eligible people that want to talk to you, you don't like those people because you have this bougie mentality, this elitist mentality. And I'm not saying you, I'm explaining the different types of singleness that end up making it look like people are out here heartbroken, because the bourgeoisie, elitist mentality of only people who, you know, the trophy husband, the trophy wife mentality of only if a person looks a certain way or they have this degree, if I can brag about it to my friends, you know, the verbal prestige, but with no substance, right? They're looking for those types of people, the rich individuals that are controlled by what they want to do whimsically, or you being single on the other, or I ain't gonna say the other end, but one element of being single is you Aries exist in a world where you have decency. So because of the fact that you have decency, a lot of people don't. So they're trying to make everything transactional, and your value and their value is not going to be able to actually meet halfway, because their value is fake, it's fraudulent. And yours is coming from a real place. So let's clarify some of these cards. So to clarify, let's clarify the the High Priestess. I'm trying to tell you, there's different reasons why people are single, yo. I'm trying to tell you something. Don't knock everybody, you know. So to clarify the High Priestess, you have the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Seven of Swords, and then you have the Three of Cups to clarify the High Priestess. So again, so there's that influence of, you know, people want, again, King of Pentacles. They want to make everything transactional. You know, they're too far gone. They're too compromised spiritually and on a soul level, if they even have one at this point. I doubt it. For them to really understand that if you make everything transactional, you completely miss the point. That trust is evidence of the divinity itself, making itself apparent to you. But you so caught up with the transactional point of it, you completely dropped the ball and missed the mark. I'm not saying you, I'm saying that's how those people think, because they can only think linearly. So the Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups now represent, and this is where they will reveal themselves.